An aerial view is really the only way to appreciate this geological anomaly, which is off the coast of Belize. While its stunning beauty and surrounding barrier reef would lend some to think of this as an ideal diving spot, it's ultimately just another part of the ocean and offers little in the way of exploration. Despite this fact though, it remains a popular diving spot. A national landmark in Texas, this sinkhole is an impressive 310 feet deep and a spacious 240 by 360 feet wide. Oh, you could swing a very large underwater cat in there. Named in the 19th century and first marked by a H.S. Barber in 1889, this sinkhole has been a notable attraction in the Texas area for over a century. Many explorers trek here to find the cavern's lost bathrooms. The Agrico gypsum, located in Florida, got its claim to fame by being an absolute disaster, as did many of us. The hole opened up underneath an 18 million ton pile of toxic waste, contaminating groundwater. Locals called it Journey to the Center of the Earth because of its circular shape, although let's hope that the center of the Earth isn't actually full of toxic waste, otherwise we're in a lot of trouble. Harwood's Hole in New Zealand is a major caving tourist attraction. First discovered by a group of cavers in the 50s, the cavern was discovered to link to another popular cave called the Starlight Cave. Oh, what a lovely bunch of caves we have down here. It was once thought to be the deepest cave in New Zealand at over 1,000 feet deep. Originally a Soviet geological study, the Kola Super Deep borehole is 7.5 miles deep. This was the deepest drilled hole ever until it was surpassed in 2008 by diggers in Qatar. The Kola Super Deep borehole surprised geologists a number of times, most notably when mud oozed out of the hole, boiling from its hydrogen content. Boiling mud? Yeah, I think that'd freak me out a bit too. Like the Great Blue Hole, the Guatemalan sinkhole's claim to fame is its surprisingly circular shape. This sinkhole formed after a tropical storm surged through the area. The resulting natural disaster was a hole 300 feet deep that looks nearly man-made, and some speculate that this hole is somewhat man-caused and that it could grow in the near future. The Dead Sea is a naturally occurring sea in Israel, which boasts an incredibly high salt content, allowing swimmers to basically just float on the surface with little to no effort. It's good if you can't swim. Fed by the Jordan River, the sea has been a geological staple for a millennia. Unfortunately, diversion of the Jordan River has resulted in a shrinking of the Dead Sea, which is causing numerous sinkholes in the surrounding area. More than 4,000 sinkholes exist in the immediate area surrounding the sea, and obviously Dead Sea salt is also quite popular. That's what happens when you take things away from things, they start to disappear. While a 400-foot hole is nothing to scoff at, it's leagues below the Quattara Depression in terms of strange. The Quattara Depression is only 400 feet deep, but it's 7,500 square miles wide. I mean, that makes this hole one of the most massive things on the planet, let alone the most massive holes. It's been the source of debate for some time as where it came from, as some want to use it to create a massive hydro plant by diverting water to it and filling the massive basin. Not the deepest hole on this list, or the scariest, or even the coolest. The Bimmer sinkhole is intriguing because of how the locals dealt with it. Now, while many caves and sinkholes are tourist attractions, Bimmer has a park built around it, with a staircase leading down to the pool of water at the bottom. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a pretty amazing neighbourhood pool. At over 2,000 feet deep, this is the deepest sinkhole known to man. It's home to many rare species of flora and fauna and has a massive staircase built in to aid tourism. It boasts its own underground river, and when it rains, has been noted to have its own waterfalls. I mean, I'm not being funny, but this sounds like more of a description of a Minecraft level than a hole. I mean, it's visually stunning. This sinkhole looks more like the doorway to Shangri-La. But it probably isn't, it's just a massive hole.